Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
The less said about that pass, the better. A lot of space there. Great chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Lebanon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Maradona. White. Ball played for Conte. Back into the middle. Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, well played. Tries to pass it through. Howson gets good distance on it. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Raul. That's a sharp pass. De Bruyne. It's a searching pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's really well manoeuvred. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Mane. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquinhos cuts out the pass, and it's Son Heung-min. Now that looks a decent ball. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's had a hit! And that tested the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Looking to play him in. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's Son
Heung-min! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Here comes the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that was nowhere near his best. He has found the way through. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Raul. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Lebanon are looking to go forward now. Can he spark a counter here? The most accurate pass. Now he's got space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he cuts out the supply.
Bellingham.
Serginho going full steam ahead down. And there is the half-time whistle. Lebanon come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Lebanon head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we're off again. Son Heung-min is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Great ball and he's in. Chance for a shot! Fantastic from Elise! About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Oh, good ball. He's having a shot! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Raul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maradona. That has not gone well.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mane. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. Serginho. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's Mane. Olise. Olise! Oh, crossbar! Bellingham. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Mane. Mane. And Mane! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Lebanon really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho. And here's Batistuta. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Mane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
Mbappe! He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Half an hour gone in the second half. That has been cut short. Not the most accurate pass. De Bruyne. Great vision. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham. For De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Aims beyond the defence. Chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Lebanon really could have done without this.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it.
Le numéro 18, le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 14, Neymar, le numéro 15.
And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager...
And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
He's through here.
Lebanon nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Tries to play it through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Searching pass he's played there. Courtois claims comfortably. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Il y aura
And it's
4 minutes
Maradona.
de temps additionnel.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Deep into stoppage time. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is expertly dealt with. Olise. Howson attempts a clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Maradona. And the referee brings it to a close. Lebanon have won it by sheer force of character as winning teams. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard goes steaming forward. Great vision. Olise. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can...
He's one-on-one! Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Courtois, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Has a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No way through. Still goalless. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Now it's Owen. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing. Son Heung-min! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Lebanon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. And here's Vinicius Junior. Olise. Cross to the back post. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. It's Nakata! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. Lebanon have the chance to go the other way.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. And the finish! Goal! First blood drawn. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Vinicius Junior.
Lebanon are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Out towards the flank. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lebanon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Olise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, terrible pass. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Lebanon are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Owen. Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Lebanon really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Lebanon in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. White. Olise, and he's managed to get free. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Olise. Olise. And this is Owen. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. And this is Owen. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Nakata. Lebanon with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Son Heung-min was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's being urged to shoot, and he's cut it out. Son Heung-min is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Alexander-Arnold. Nakata puts his foot on the gas. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard. Now it's Nakata. Hazard. Now it's Owen. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Lebanon needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He is through here. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a little off target. Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed. Baresi. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Son Heung-min. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nakata. That's good running with the ball. Olise! Olise! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Look at the space here. Oh, decent chance! He's got a goal! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Algeria get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Crossed into the box.
Lebanon clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Algeria looking to pass their way through. Here's found the way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Might be danger here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that's an excellent interception. And he's heaved it away. Lebanon moments now away from seeing this one out.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much
That
faster.
looks a cracking ball. And he shoots! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Lebanon could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to...
He's had a shot! And he hits the net!
Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies.
And that will be the final act. Lebanon have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Olise, he is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. Caceres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's a good ball. It's Gerrard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he's picked out the run. And he's certainly... And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
Lebanon with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gerrard. That's a shade optimistic. And smartly reclaimed. Rijkaard gets it away. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bernardo Silva. And that is out of play. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Mateus, foot in. Oh, it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Batistuta. Oh, lovely feeding is such a... And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And again. Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 25 minutes is number 6.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Olise going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And he's had it nicked away. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder.
He's tried one! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely worked. Olise. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not the most accurate pass. White, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's White. He's on it, can he get away? Lofted in, climbs up big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Now it's Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Lebanon really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Quick look, then. It's a mighty effort!
Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Son Heung-min goes looking wide, played into space out wide. That is a superb rearguard action. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Some resolute defending there. Now it's Batistuta. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Lebanon can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back underway.
Lebanon definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Son Heung-min. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Isak. Now it's Olise. That's very neat. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Can he get it through? Gerrard picks it up out wide. He's got full. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And that was very necessary. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, good read. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's through, it's Batistuta! And what a big quick... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Son Heung. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And here's Bernardo Silva, and he's being shifted off it. Mateus. Benfica looking to pass their way through.
Substitution on the field. Number 77.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 9, Batistuta. Number 6, number 22.
It's a promising
Olivier.
position, and it's
Coming on the
Mane.
field, number
Serginho
21.
has it out wide and in space.
Number 19.
Cannavaro
Mane.
with the clearance.
Number 18.
Chooses to go back.
And a chance! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Lebanon are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And he's away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Lam spots it and intercepts. And here's Isak. It's a pretty loose pass. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Van Nistelrooy. That's the keeper's ball.
Lebanon surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, this is a great position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Van Nistelrooy being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mane. And the shot's on here. And Mane! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Lebanon can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Played out to the left flank.
Added minutes has
He's
been
a
indicated.
sharp little ball here.
Big chance!
Beckham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
How? And that's that. Lebanon pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Just a quick
Well, it's a
announcement.
performance you
An
can't
exciting
really
one,
complain
too. We're
about,
about
both
to
in
announce
terms of
today's watching
inspiration
numbers.
and
Please watch the
industry.
screen if you
It
have
was
a
a
ticket.
hard-working win, but when necessary, they were able to call upon that creativity and the ability to dig in.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, here's the man they call the Little Mozart, Thomas Rositzky.
Yeah, he's not going to give you box-to-box running for 90 minutes, Peter, but he's the kind of player who only needs one moment to play someone in or break the lines himself.
You just have to hear some of the things his long-time boss has said about him over the last decade or so. A special talent, technically top class, remarkable touch, top-class vision. Oh, that's music to his ears, I'm sure.
Well, high praise indeed from Le Professeur.
And this is Batistuta. White. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide.
Great chance!
They want to be quick to recover this. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking tidy in possession here. Caught offside that time. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's through here. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a fine interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism.
And it's been given away. Knocks it out wide. That's a nicely shaped ball. Foot in. Lebanon with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. It could be in here. Big chance, and the shot!
And
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 20 minutes is number 77.
Lebanon have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Looking to play him in. Olise is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Barcelona really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
Guardiola. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Can he get onto this? Conte. Well, they could break here. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? He won't be happy with that one. And it's White. Vinicius Junior. Now this could... Olise! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Olise. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rosicki. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they win it back again. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's in space and looking for options. Batistuta! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Van Dijk. De Nielsen. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Howson cuts out the pass.
2
Howson
has been indicated.
vertical. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's going to be a booking. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Lebanon certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Lebanon in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. The ball goes in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Guardiola. Rijkaard. Nice interception, well timed. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And the shot! And one more try! Lebanon with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Guardiola. He's making a real surge on the left. Danielson has it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened? Terrific header! They've scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
After 59 minutes is
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He's got away. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
He's found a way through. Batistuta could try cutting inside here. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Batistuta. Drives it in. Guardiola attempts a clearance. Batistuta under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Can he get onto this? Danielson, he is through here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Danielson delivers. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Cannavaro can get it clear. And this is Torres.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's got away. And that's a throw-in.
substitution on the field. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 77.
Bastoni.
Son Heung-min. Number 6.
Balde.
Number 9. Batistuta. Number 13. Conte. Coming on the field.
Bastoni.
Number 8. Scholes.
Bebeto.
Number 21. Raul. Number 10.
Mbappe. Turns
Mbappe.
back here, probably the best
Number
option.
99. Number 5.
Short changes him with that pass.
Substitution.
He's looking wide. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Olise. Nice control.
Lebanon nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Costa Curta. Tries to play it through.
There will be one more
Balde.
added time.
And it's Guardiola. Who played for Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. And here's Saka. Saka. That's tidy. Incoming delivery. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Lebanon have emerged victorious in this match of thrill.